Hello everyone, welcome back to GK Today, and today we'll be discussing most important MCQs from international current affairs that are relevant for your exam and were in news in last 60 days. So these are the 14 categories in which we have divided all the important news and events, and we covered these categories in whole month. Okay, so till now we have covered 12 categories, and today it is your 13th lecture in which we'll be covering international current affairs. After that, only one category would be left and we'll cover it very soon. Fine. So if you want to cover all these categories one by one, you can refer to our playlist that has been created on the channel. So now, without wasting any further time, let's get started. Question number 1. Which country has recorded cases of Legionnaire's disease, which is a rare form of pneumonia? So nearly 10 reported cases of this particular disease were reported in New York, USA. And it is a rare form of pneumonia which is caused by a bacteria named as Legionella. And as per the country's health department, the cases have been reported around the Long Island neighborhood, and the symptoms include breath, high fever, cough, headache, etc. Okay. Question number 2. Which country houses La Llorería, or the crying room for promoting mental wellness? So the Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez announced €100 million, which is nearly equal to $116 million, mental health care drive, including 24-hour suicidal helpline. So this crying room was inaugurated in Madrid, Spain, which aims to remove the attached to mental health crying and seeking help. So as per the government data, in 2019, as many as 3,671 people died from suicide in Spain, and 1 in every 10 adolescents have been diagnosed with a mental health condition. Question number 3. Dubbed as New Quad, India participated in the first meeting of the foreign ministers of which 3 countries? So the first meeting of the foreign ministers of India, Israel, UAE and USA was held recently, and it is dubbed as New Quad. So this virtual meeting discussed on increasing trade, enhancing cooperation in maritime security and global public health, as well as joint infrastructure projects in transportation and technology. So from India's side, our foreign minister S. Jaishankar participated in this event. Correct answer is option number A. Question number 4. Which country is using green Chireta herb as a medicine to treat asymptomatic and mild COVID? So people of Thailand are using capsules of this herbal medicine to treat asymptomatic and mild COVID. Actually, in Thailand, this herb is named as King of Bitters, and it is a very common herbal medicine there. And this medicine is in use there since 1990s. Okay. Question number 5. Which country is reported to have conducted a hypersonic weapon test using fractional orbital bombardment system, that is FOBS? So as per the media reports, China's military conducted 2 hypersonic weapon tests recently. So China fire tested a rocket using FOBS to launch a hypersonic glide vehicle that is capable of carrying nuclear weapons. Also, China is reported to have conducted a second hypersonic test in the month of August. However, the Foreign Ministry of China cited the test as a routine spacecraft test to verify the technology of spacecraft's reusability. Question number 6. Which country has agreed to increase coking coal supply to India up to 40 million tons per year? So Russia's Energy Ministry has signed an agreement with India's Steel Ministry to increase coking coal supply to India up to 40 million tons per year. And this deal was signed at Russian Energy Week Forum that was held in Moscow. And currently Russia supplies around 80 lakh tons of coal to India. So this pact also aims for development of coal deposits, development of coal logistics, and promotion of research and development in production. Question number 7. Which country has declared state of emergency over crime wave? So the Ecuador President Guillermo Lasso has announced a 60-day nationwide state of emergency in response to a wave of violent crime. So the president announced that police and the armed forces were being mobilized, and as per the official figures, the number of murders in the first 8 months of this year are twice those in the same period last year. That's why this step has been taken by Ecuador. Question number 8. Which country received non-harmful nano-nitrogen liquid fertilizer from India to boost cultivation? So Sri Lanka has received the first consignment of 3.1 million liters high-quality non-harmful nano-nitrogen liquid fertilizer from India. And this will help Sri Lanka in the cultivation of maize and paddy. And the country's president had decided to impose a total ban on agrochemicals earlier to make Sri Lankan farming 100% organic. So this decision to stop chemical fertilizer imports led to several protests among farmers there as well. Question number 9. Fadiane Harime Vilayat is the nationwide defense drills conducted by which country? So the Iran's Air Force is set to conduct a large-scale nationwide drills named as Fadiane Harime Vilayat, also called as Defenders of Vilayat Sanctuary. So this is the 10th edition of the drills, and it will be held in 5 air bases across the country. And as per the Iran's Army Air Force commander, all kinds of indigenous and upgraded systems and heavy and semi-heavy smart bombs, along with all kinds of laser guided and radar evading missiles, will be used during the drills. Question number 10. Compton Spectrometer and Imager, that is COSI, is a telescope associated with which space agency? So recently NASA has selected a new telescope proposal to study the recent history of star birth, star death, and formation of chemical elements in the Milky Way. So this gamma ray telescope, also called as COSI, is set to be launched in the year 2025 as NASA's latest small astrophysics mission. And COSI will study the gamma rays from radioactive atoms produced when massive stars exploded. Also, it will probe the origin of our galaxies' positrons, which are also called as anti-electrons. Question number 11. Sandra Mason has been elected as the first ever president of which country? So Barbados has elected its first ever president, Sandra Mason, to replace British Queen Elizabeth as head of state. Actually, Barbados is a former British colony that gained independence in the year 1966 but had maintained ties with the British monarchy, but after which there have been calls from across the country for full sovereignty and internal leadership. That's why it has now its new president. Question number 12. Nuri is the first homegrown rocket launched recently by which country? So South Korea has launched its first homegrown rocket, and it is named as Korean Satellite Launch Vehicle 2, also known as Nuri. Also, South Korea plans to carry out 4 more launches of the Nuri until 2027 to increase their reliability. Fine. Question number 13. Aedes corycus, the mosquito species, are found to have been spreading toward which country? So besides the well-known tiger mosquito, Aedes albopictus, another species of this genus, Aedes corycus, is expanding throughout Europe. Also, one of the paper claims that the dangerous mosquitoes have been spreading towards southwest Italy since they were found in the north in 2011. And the expansion of these foreign mosquito species has caused worries in Europe due to spread of various type of diseases. Correct answer is option number A. Question number 14. Which country has announced plans to develop an extreme park named as the Rig? So Saudi Arabia has planned to develop massive new theme park, or you can say extreme park, named as the Rig. Also, earlier the country has announced that they would be developing a new city with the world's fastest roller coaster in the year 2023. And obviously Dubai, which is a major city of UAE, is known for the entertainment attractions. including Burj Khalifa. So this extreme park would be open in 2025. Question number 15. The United Nations has recently set up a special trust fund for which country to tackle economic crisis? So the United Nations has recently set up a special trust fund for Afghanistan amid this economic crisis. And the primary aim of the trust fund is to inject liquidity into Afghan households, because earlier International Monetary Fund had announced that Afghanistan's economy is set to contract up to 30% this year. And as per the UNDP, Germany had pledged 50 million euros to the fund. Okay. Question number 16. FATF has added which countries to its grey list recently? So the Global Terror Financing Watchdog Financial Action Task Force has announced that 3 new countries, Turkey, Jordan and Mali, would be there in its grey list. Also, FATF has retained Pakistan on its grey list because Pakistan has failed to check money laundering that leads to terror financing. Okay. Question number 17. Which country has become the top source of Chinese rice imports during January to August 2021? So India has become the top source of Chinese rice imports during January to August this year, and the shipments during the month of August alone accounted for 45% of the total imports. And this data has been released in USDA's GAIN report, that is Global Agricultural Information Network report on China's rice price. Also, it said that Indian rice made up 23% of total imports by China during January to August this year. Question number 18. Which country has reported hundreds of cases of infection caused by the bacteria Salmonella? So over 650 cases of infection caused by this bacteria have been reported in USA, and the outbreak is suspected to have been caused by contaminated onions. Though there were no fatalities, but over 100 patients were hospitalized, and as of now, the infections have been linked to whole fresh onions imported from Mexico between the beginning of July and end of August this year. Question number 19. What is the name of the storm that has swept across Poland, Germany, France and the Netherlands? So Storm Aurore swept across parts of northern Europe and caused severe damage in Germany and France, along with Netherlands and other places. So power disruption were observed across northern Europe due to the strong winds and fallen trees. So several houses and properties were destroyed, along with disturbance of railways and airlines. Question number 20. Which country has passed a new education law to balance between academics, rest and physical education? So China has passed a new education law to reduce students' homework and off-school tutoring. And this aimed to strike a balance between academics, rest and physical education. Actually, China has been making large efforts to exercise strict control over the citizens' personal and social lives, and hence there have been several legislations to limit the time kids and youth spend on playing video games. Question number 21. Which Asian country is set to present its climate prosperity plan in the United Nations Climate Conference at Glasgow? So Bangladesh has announced that it would present its climate prosperity plan at the upcoming United Nations Climate Conference, which is to be held at Glasgow. Actually, Bangladesh is considered prone to extreme weather and rising ocean levels. So the plans aim to lessen the effects of climate change on the economy. And not only this, it also seeks to boost renewable energy, make agriculture more resistant to climate shocks and restore their mangroves to protect coast from the cyclone. Coming to last question. Which country is the largest emitter of carbon dioxide on a per capita basis among G20 countries? So Saudi Arabia, which is one of the world's largest oil producers, announced that it aims to reach net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2060. Actually, Saudi Arabia is the 10th largest emitter of carbon dioxide globally, and also it is the largest emitter on a per capita basis among G20 countries. And this was announced by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman at the inauguration of the kingdom's first ever Saudi Arabia Green Initiative Forum. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events regarding international current affairs, and now we'll meet again to cover our last category. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.